G'day, welcome back to the vlog. Ooh, it's a bit chilly over here at the moment. I'm back in the UK, as you can probably tell. I've been here since mid-December. Got back just in time for Christmas. Sadly, my dad passed away last week. And I don't think, like I'm doing better today. Yesterday was a bit tough, but I'm doing better. I don't think any amount of preparation can actually prepare you for the death of a close family member, you know? So, it has been a bit tough. Because Dad and I, even though I lived on the other side of the world, we're still very close. You know, I used to write to him when I was on my little boat and the big boat. I'd write to him with photos and videos and stuff of everything that I've done, places I've been, places I've seen. He still absolutely adore those, you know. And just last week, actually, when he actually passed, I was due to fly to Budapest to see a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in 8 years. Just pause for a second while we wait for that. Ah, the joys of living in London. Yeah, so I went to Budapest last week to see a friend of mine who visited us when we first moved to Manchester 8 years ago. We've been in Britain 8 years, can you believe it? 8 years in April it'll be. So it was a good distraction being in Budapest. I absolutely love it. It's my first time in Budapest, and I promised myself I'd visit my friend, but it's just taken me 8 years to get there. But definitely going back, there's a whole lot more I want to see. Yeah, it's nice to be back in Britain, back in the cold. I love the cold. Honestly, it's completely different in Australia at the moment. You know, it's January, so it's hot, really hot. I can't cope with it. I don't mind the heat, just the humidity. Oh God. So anyway, Dad's gone, and my brother's executor of the estate, the will, whatever. There's been a lot of tension between me and him over the past 2 years. I've copped a lot of abuse from him, actually. It's been really hard to deal with. But I basically said, look, if you want my help, by further assistance with winding up the estate, sell the house, all that kind of stuff, then you can at least be civil to me, you know? And I think he's got that message. So, at least for now, he's being quite civil. Because there's still a lot of, we're going to have to wait 8 weeks for a death certificate, then it's going to be 3 to 12 months for probate, and then bloody blah, all the bureaucratic bullshit you have to go through, right? So, I'm in limbo again. Haven't been able to get a job, can't keep a job down. Haven't really wanted to, because every time I start something, I get a call back from Australia. Only this time, there's no urgency about going back to Australia, you know? So I might be, haven't formalised anything yet, but the couple that bought Elementary, my old narrowboat, have actually turned into really good friends. And Alice has been working really hard on Elementary. It looks completely different now inside, but it still needs a lot of work. So I've said to her, well, provided you got a stove installed, because she's moved the stove from the front of the boat to the middle of the boat. I said, well, she's back at work, her husband works full time, and I kind of need a part-time job that I can just do, you know, a couple of days a week, earn a bit of extra income, and then I can just dump it if I need to go back to Australia urgently or whatever, you know. So I might be firing up Aussie Boater. I still have something like 2,900 subscribers, because my channel, when I was on it, I did a lot of reviews of things, setting up electrical systems and the cooker and all that kind of stuff. You know, people still watch that. I still get like 4,000 hours of watch time every month on Aussie Boater. So I may fire that up again and show you the renovation of Elementary, because it's all been gutted. it's all just a steel hull now. So yeah, yeah, it's going to be another one of those years, I'm afraid. Poor old Dad, he really, I miss him terribly, I really do. But we've all got to go through it. We'll all die eventually, don't we? You know, it's just been, yeah, it's just been difficult dealing with my brother, more or less. But we'll see what happens this year. Look, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that's my inheritance. So, and with the money we get from that, I'll be able to buy a reasonably nice house. We've decided, I think, we're going to move back up to Manchester, because that's where we started when we first moved to Britain. We spent 3 years in Manchester. So I really think that's because I want a garden, I want a proper kitchen, all the things I don't have living in London. So yeah, so we're thinking Sale. Sale's where we lived initially for 12 months. So we're thinking like Sale or Altrincham, somewhere around that area, Timperley. That's what we know Manchester, see. So a couple more years in London, have a full London experience, and then buy a house up north. I think that's the plan. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. Rest in peace, Dad. Love you so much. But he's had a good innings, 92. Christ, if I get to 92, I think I'll be doing extraordinarily well. But yeah, that's it from me. Happy New Year to you all, and I'll see you around the traps.